Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so what we're going to do today is a 40-minute core workout, glutes and abs. That's gonna be our focus. So I do have kind of a range of weights. I have my 15-pound dumbbell and a 25-pound dumbbell, just one to do some activities. And then I have my 20-pound dumbbells to use for double activities. I do have an extra sweat towel to do a little bit of a slider. Don't forget your sweat towel, your drink, and your great attitude. And let's get this thing rocking. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to grab your weights, your sweat towel, and your great attitude. So let's get warmed up. Let's start with just doing a little bit of a hinge and a drive. Just getting those hips kind of moving and gliding down and up. Ooh, yeah. We've got a couple more. Last one. And this time we're gonna touch down and drive those hips. Touch down and drive those hips. Ooh, yeah, baby. Two more. Last one. And then what we're just gonna do a little bit of that inner thigh. Gliding back and forth. Feeling good, feeling good. We've got two more. One more on each side. And then we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna do a trunk rotation. Nice movement here. Got two more. Last one. And then we're gonna go over to the side so we get those laterals and stretching out. Two more. Last one, and the other side. Two more. Last one. And then we're gonna take those arms and we're gonna go hinge down to the opposite side. Nice, good windmills. Again, just moving those hips some more. Getting that trunk rotation in there. Got two more. One more to each side. And then we're gonna hinge down. Hold that right there. And then we're gonna take that right arm and rotate it across. And come back down and rotate the other side down and around. And come down one more time. Rotate around. And then come down and twist to the other side. Oh yeah, and hinge on up. We're gonna go right back here. We're gonna do a nice good walk out and we're gonna go right into quadruped. We're gonna keep those feet flexed and we're gonna lift and squeeze that heel, that glute as we drive that heel up towards the ceiling. You wanna really activate that glute and say, we're gonna work you, baby. Right here, drive it up. Two more. Last one, and then we're gonna lift out to the side. Want to make sure it's gonna fire correctly. So you all warmed up and ready to roll. Last one. And then the other side. Drive that heel up towards the ceiling. Really picture, squeeze that glute. Two more. Last one. And then we're going out to the side. And a nice good squeeze. Last one. And then we're gonna keep our elbows straight and we're just gonna sink those shoulder blades in. We just want that upper trunk working too so it doesn't restrict any movement. Ooh yeah, feeling good. We got two more. Last one, and then we're gonna go right here into plank and we're gonna push down into downward dog, get those calves stretched out. I'm just gonna pump those heels. Two more. And then we go right back into plank and then push on back. Stretching those shoulders, getting those calves pumped out. Oh yeah, feeling good. And then we're gonna walk that baby up. Hang right here, walk that all the way up. We're gonna throw those arms right overhead. Last one. And then we're gonna come down and do a couple of lunges where you're driving those legs down and those shoulders up. Two more. Last one, and then come on back and do the other side. Down and up. Just getting that shoulders in there, get a little more. And those legs all stretched out. Last one, and come on up. Let's do a couple of hip circles. Really big hip circles all the way around and in the other direction. And then the other side. Last one. Other direction. Oh yeah. Okay, so what we're starting with first is we're going to do a lunge. We're gonna step back, drop into the lunge, come back up, and then we're gonna lift that heel and squeeze that glute. So we're going to lunge and a squeeze. So we're gonna work the front leg with a lunge, but really the focus is gonna be that nice good squeeze in the back. Okay, so we're gonna just do the right side the whole time. Next set will be left. We're doing 2 rounds of that. So let's grab our weights. Let's get in position. Roll those shoulders back in 3, 2, 1. So stepping back and then squeeze that glute. So you're just gonna drive that heel lift to squeeze that glute. You're stepping back so your weight's over that front heel and then squeezing up. We are working for 50 seconds. Yep. And we're doing 2 rounds. So we're gonna work 2 rounds of the right leg and 2 rounds of the left leg. Squeeze that glute, down, and up. 15 more seconds. Keep working, you got this. You're hanging in there. Squeeze that glute and step on back. Oh yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you like me or you're like, yes, I'm ready to switch sides. Shake out those legs. Oh yeah, we got the other direction now, right? So I'm gonna step back with my right. My left is working the front, right's working the squeeze. In 3, 2, 1. Step down and lift and squeeze. Again, making sure when you step back, you drop right over that front heel and then drive through the front heel. Then you come up and you do a nice good little leg lift. Make sure it's just a leg lift. It's not a single leg deadlift squat. Don't worry, we'll do those later. But it's just a nice little lift where you get that little bit of that squeeze into that fanny. Think about kind of creasing that little butt crease right there. You're just squeezing that baby. 10 more seconds, let's go. And then, yep, we gotta do 1 more on each side. Down and up. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Okay, we're going back to the other side. Roll those shoulders back. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, down and squeeze. So technically we're working both sides on this because working one side, the lunge, one side with a kickback. Down and a squeeze. Drive through that front heel. You're gonna feel your glute activate with that front heel drive. And then the other side activate with the lift. 20 more seconds. We're over halfway. Nice good squeeze and a lift. Come on, stay strong. This isn't a speed movement, this is a control movement. We're doing a lot of strength today. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we've got the other side. Woo! Shake that baby out. Okay, roll those shoulders back in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Stepping back and a squeeze. Oh yeah. And a squeeze. Down and up. Nice work. You're doing awesome, sauce. Driving through that front heel, like I said. So next superset, we're gonna work on abs. A little break to the butt there. Nice, good squeeze. Again, all those hip muscles, your abs, your back, they're all core muscles. But we are focusing more on the abs and the glute for our core on this one today. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, drop those weights. We're gonna go down to the ground for the next set. We are gonna do a butterfly sit-up. So we're gonna put our feet together like a butterfly. Okay, that opens up the hips a little bit, helps you decrease using those hip flexors when you come up for a sit-up. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make sure our shoulder blades hit down. We come all the way up and hit our feet. Now, if you wanna add a resistance, you can take that weight and drive it up for your head, or you can keep that weight right here and drive it up through that. Either way. The other activity is we're gonna do bicycles. Okay, so let's get in position. Grab the weight if you want to for these butterflies. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Driving all the way up and back down. Now, you can take that weight overhead and you come all the way up and drive your head right through your arms, or you can make it a little easier and keep that weight close to your chest as you come all the way up. Okay, that makes the weight a little easier because it's closer to your body. Or you can drop the weight and just do the sit-up. That's up to you, where you're at in your journey. Keep going, you got this. Keep that nice, good butterfly. Like I said, reduces your use of hip flexors by opening up those hips. 10 more seconds. Making sure you go all the way down to get those shoulder blades on the ground before coming back up. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now we're gonna go to those bicycles. So you can either have your hands on your shoulders or behind your neck. Drive that elbow to that knee and twist. You're gonna drive that other foot around. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Drive and crunch. Really working those obliques now with that. Now, like I said, you can do the same thing. Drive those elbows, but have them up here if that bothers your neck. Just make sure if you have them behind your head, you're not pulling on them. They're just resting there. Now, it gets a little easier if you keep your feet up. The lower they are, the more those lower abdominals have to work. More challenge. Okay, you don't want the back arching, you want that back nice and steady against the mat. And you're twisting and you're moving again, pushing through that heel. Okay, that's gonna activate those lower abdominals for you. Push through. 10 more seconds. And then we're going back to the butterfly. Oh, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, love that word, right? Okay, back to that butterfly sit-up, with or without the weight, depending on how you wanted to do that. Oh, yeah. Let's get in position, and here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're up and drive. Nice and controlled. Coming up, driving through and back down. Nice work, you're doing great. Drive through, getting all the way up to the top, coming all the way down. We're doing full range of motion on this one. You're halfway there. Oh yeah, drive those arms right through. Or like I said, keep them close. Just making sure you're coming all the way down with those shoulder blades on the ground and all the way up. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's finish with those bicycles. Oh yeah, bicycle away, baby. Woo. Okay, are you ready? Here we go in 3, 2, 1, drive and twist. Nice work. You're doing great. We're gonna go up and do single leg deadlifts next, just to give you an idea of what we're doing. Rolling back to working a little more focus on those glutes. Twist and turn, drive those heels down, you're halfway there. You're gonna really feel those lower abdominals start kicking in as you fatigue, especially when you drive that heel down. And as you straighten, push it down like you really are pedaling. 10 more seconds. Oh yeah, and we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh yes. Okay, we're gonna come on up. We're gonna do that single leg deadlift. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure you keep that back nice and neutral. You're gonna hinge through that hip and back up. We're gonna do a Romanian deadlift. So I'm gonna keep that knee straight. I'm gonna drive down and then drive those hips up. Driving through that hip. Now you can let the other leg lift up and drive, or you can keep that toe down and drive, or even stagger your feet and drive, depending on where you are in your balance and your stability. So that front leg's doing that work. Let's get in position. I'm gonna start with that right leg first, just so I can keep track of everything. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. So we're hinging down and up. Nice, good hinge. Again, you can let that other leg lift up, or you can keep that toe down, hinging down and back up. Nice, good drive. Coming down and driving up. Ooh, yeah, feeling that glute work. Oh, yes, we're gonna do right side this time. We're gonna do the left side next, so we do 2 on each side. We're really targeting that glute. And then just keeping that nice, good neutral back, that neutral spine, so that you have just that hinge through that hip and driving forward. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, other side. This is more, I'm not quite as balanced as I am on that side, but that's okay. I'm ready to rock it. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we go down and drive. Now, when you're working on balance, if you focus on a spot, you're gonna balance better. So it's one of those tricks. The better balance, you're gonna have that spot you can focus on. As you try to look around, you're shifting those crystals in your ears, and it's making that balance more challenging. So you get balance from your vision, balance from your inner ears with the crystals moving around, telling you feedback on where you are in space. And you also get feedback from your joints, telling you where you are in space. And those are all learnable. That's why we practice it. You gotta learn the system. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, 1 more on each side. Woo, lots of balance practice. Oh yes, and a lot of glute tightening and lifting as we do it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we're going down and hinge and drive. Really pop that hip as you come all the way up to that full extension. Don't shortchange it. You want that full extension in that hip drive. You got this. Down and drive. Keeping that nice neutral spine, focusing on that weight, staying on that heel. Really feel that glute stabilize you and drive you, that hamstring. We're really working that posterior chain. Oh yeah. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, last one of these on that other side. Woo! Oh yeah, feeling good. Are you ready? Let's get in position, and we've got 3, 2, 1, down and drive. Okay, going back to some glute work next. Some ab work next. We are doing glute work. What am I saying? Down and up. We're gonna use our slider if you have it. You do not have to have it. I'll show you other ways to do it. But if you want to add a little resistance with a slide with your towel, then kind of change that up a little bit. Down and up. Oh yeah. Come on, 15 more seconds. Oh, stay strong, stay steady, and we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we've got 2 activities. The first activity is going to be our Russian twist. So we're going to do it on our sit bones. We're going to keep that core nice and engaged in that V position, and we're going to touch that weight on either side. Now, if you don't want to, you can just use your hands if that's where you're at, or you can add a weight. You can even make it harder if you want to. Put your legs up, that's up to you. And then we're just gonna take that slider and we're gonna slide down into a plank position. So we're gonna slide it, I have to move back. a little bit. We're gonna move and we're gonna slide it into that straight position and back up. We're gonna slide it down and back up. So that'll be the position. So let's get in position for our Russian twist first. Grab the weight if you want to. And here we go. You ready? And 3, 2, 1. Okay, twist to knee side. And like I said, you can make that harder. You can put one foot up. You can put both feet up, or you can keep both feet down. You can add weight. So you can see there's different ways to make this more challenging. I'll face you a little bit more. And driving, really giving me all the way to twist to each side. Twist that around. You're really getting those obliques that way. You're doing great. Hang in there. Come on, stay steady. 15 more seconds. Oh, yeah. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I'm gonna get my slider out here, and I'm gonna go to that quadruped, and I'm gonna slide out, or you can just lift that leg, arm, and back down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna stick with my right side only, and I'll do my left side next. Out, and then you're gonna drive that pull in. Out, and slide that back. If you don't have the slider, you can lift that out and pull that back. Okay, it's not quite the same, but you're gonna get a great workout still. You're gonna go out, and then pull that baby in. Oh yeah, working those abs for sure. Halfway there. Keep going, you got 10 more seconds. If you're having trouble with the slide, go ahead and just do walk downs and up. That'll work too. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. There's always ways to keep working. Okay, back to those Russian twists. Grab that weight if you want it. Get in position. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Rotating to each side. Down and around. Nice and controlled. Oh yeah. Hang in there, you're doing great. Twist that baby around, you're halfway there. Oh yeah. Nice work, come on, stay steady, stay strong. Like I said, you can have your feet down, you can have your feet up, or maybe you started left and then you're like, oh, I need them down. I'm getting tired, that's okay. Just stay steady or drop the weight. Keep moving. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, finish out with these sliders. Again, if you don't have a slider, you can just walk that baby out and walk that baby in, or even just down to a plank walk. Let's finish strong with this. 3, 2, 1. We're going out and a pull. Oh yeah. Doesn't seem like you're doing a lot, but you're getting a lot of resistance just by using that towel. Oh yeah. It's awesome. It's a nice little change up. You got this. You can even use, like if you have carpet, you can use those sliders that you get at the furniture store. They work great too. You can just put them right under your hands. So there's always ways of doing it. Different flooring, depending on what you got. You got 10 more seconds. Oh yeah. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, love that word. Okay. We are going back up to that butt work. We are going to do I'm gonna call it a kettlebell swing, but we're using our dumbbell. Taking that dumbbell, we're dropping it between our legs with a nice good hinge of the hip, like we do when we do that deadlift, but we got a little bit of that squat. So we're gonna squat to drive that up. You're gonna really drive it up through those hips using those glutes. You're gonna do a nice good hip drive, driving that weight right up to eye level and back down. And then the other activity we're gonna do is we're gonna do a squat, take that weight back behind us, and we're gonna do a little bit of a leg lift. Okay, so let's start with the kettlebell swing. You can put that dumbbell right alongside And are you ready? Let's try this. 3, 2, 1. So it's between your legs and you're going right up, whoop, right up to eye level and back down. Okay, don't let it get way behind you. It's not dropping back behind you. You got a little bit of squats between those knees and it's a drive. The drive is the pop of those hips. Drive it. That's also what's gonna kick that glute in. Oh yeah. Okay, so you pop that hip. It's not a lot of shoulder activity. The shoulders go for the ride. They guide the weight, but the drive comes from the hip. 15 more seconds. And then I'm gonna take that weight. I'm gonna put it on my back for my squat leg lift. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I'm gonna put that right on my back. I'm gonna make sure I drive my hips back, sit right over those heels. When I come up, I'm gonna do a nice, good little lateral lift. Now, remember, I'm not gonna twist down. It's just a little squeeze. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna sit down and just lift that right side and down. And a little squeeze. It's a little squeeze. Just enough to feel that glute kick in and that lateral thigh. And back down. I'm gonna keep my feet flexed, my knees straight. Target that just a little bit more. Oh yeah. And we're working the other side with a balance of this. So my left leg's working to balance. It's working to stabilize. And then my right leg is working with the lift. 15 more seconds. We'll do the left side next round. Nice work, and we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, back to those kettlebell swings. Woo! Popping those hips, baby. Oh, yes. Are you ready? Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. That squat drive right there. Boom, it's a hip hinge. Drive that hip. Okay, like we did that single leg deadlift. Okay, get that little bit though with that. Bend those knees into that squat, hinge, and down. And drive. Keep it going. You're doing great. Oh yeah. This is not easy, but you're halfway there. And drive. One of my favorite activities because it's a full body workout. You're getting cardio lifted. Your heart rate gets up there because it's a global movement. You're definitely working those legs, especially that posterior chain. And you're even working your shoulders. Even though they're not doing all the work, they're working. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, last one of those squats. This time lifting on the left side. Let's get in position. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Sitting down, and now lift to that left side. That right side has to work to stabilize you. You actually work a lot of glute medius to stabilize that hip. On the right is working to stabilize your left as that lifts. I know, it's kind of crazy. That's how that works. That sling motion. So down, nice good squat and a lift. Our next superset is gonna be side plank work. Working those obliques again. Oh yeah. Come on, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Drop that weight. Okay, we're gonna go down into that side plank position. Okay, so you can keep your feet stacked, you can keep your feet staggered, or you can keep your knee down depending on where you are in your strength. We're gonna be lifting up, dropping that hip, and back up. So we're just gonna, as you squeeze that up, you're actually driving your hip up and forward to give you that full extension. You're gonna feel those obliques, those abs kick in more. It's a drive, and it's forward and up. Again, if you need to, down on the knee or staggered. But let's get in position. Are you ready? Oh yeah. And 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lift and squeeze and down. You're right, we're gonna do all of this for 50 seconds, and then we're gonna turn around and do the other side. So we're gonna do 2 rounds on each side. Woo, burn this baby out. Down and squeeze. Like I said, you're gonna lift up towards, so you're gonna drive those hips up, a little bit up towards the ceiling and forward, giving that full hip extension, and a nice good plank lift. Maybe you start with your feet tapped, and then you're getting fatigued. You have to stagger them, or you have to come down on your knee. Don't be discouraged. Just say, hey, that's where I'm at, but I'm pushing myself. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, yeah, got one tired? Well, let's go to the other side then. Oh yeah, catch your breath for just a second. Get in position. And we've got 3, 2, 1. Lift up and squeeze. Nice, good little lift and squeeze. Oh yeah. Nice work. You're doing awesome. Hang in there. Driving it up and giving that full extension. Taking control. Sometimes your shoulder is your limiting factor. So go down on that knee and drive forward. Okay, it's just like when I show you these modifications and these body weight activities, it's like dropping the weight. It's like taking a 15 pound down to a 10. It's just ways on how we can modify where we're at on our strength level for body weight. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's do 1 more on each side because that sounds like fun. Oh yeah, you're right. I do have fun when I'm doing my activities. I hope you do too. Hope I give you a little jolly in the morning. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, up and squeeze. You're just not gonna stick with it if it's not fun. So you gotta find ways to make it fun. We'll laugh at yourself. We'll laugh at something funny. Enjoy your time. Feel good about getting your body nice and strong. For all the activities you've got going on, I know I'm a busy woman. I've got lots of things to do, kids to keep track of, husband busy, you know, and in all of my clients and working with that and working with you. And I want my body strong to be able to keep up. So keep going. You got this. You've got 10 more seconds on this side. Hopefully I distracted you. It wasn't so bad. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, last one on this side. Catch that breath. Okay, get in position. Are you ready? Here we go in 3, 2, 1, lift and squeeze. Nice up and squeeze, driving that forward. Good news is we only have 1 more superset left. We're gonna do some glute bridges next. Driving that up. If for some reason you're thinking like, I work out, I just have a hard time staying focused, I have a hard time staying motivated, especially if I try to get my nutrition in check, check out my coaching program. That's what I'm here for. I love helping women get on track for life, not just for a season, but for life, and life goals that are attainable in your own lifestyle, okay? You can't just do it for a short time. You gotta be able to figure out how it fits into your life. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Okay, grab some water. So the next activity we're gonna do is we're gonna be down on our back. Now we're gonna do a single leg deadlift. We're gonna lift that other leg up, and we're gonna just squeeze that glute, making sure our feet are back towards that glute. Lift and squeeze into that neutral position. Now you can keep that other leg up. You can cross it over. You can even stagger it if you want. The back leg is the one that's gonna work. So if you want, it's a little easier for stability to stagger. You can add a weight, but you don't have to. Let's get in position. Whew. And let's start this baby out. And we've got 3, 2, 1. Lift and squeeze, down and up. Making sure you come all the way to the top and then back down, and making sure you're not dropping down, but you're slowly controlling it down. That is a lot of our strength pattern. Just controlling it back down. It's also gonna make sure you protect that back. If you flop down, you've just flopped all your core stability and you've just let that back just kind of hang there. So you want that nice control down because that's what stabilizes and keeps that back nice and strong and steady. 15 more seconds on this side. Down. 10 more seconds. And then we got the other side. This is our last superset, so that's exciting. Then 3, 2, 1. Oh, rest that baby. Okay, we're going to the other side. Catch that breath, get in position, and we've got 3, 2, 1. Lift and squeeze and down. Nice and controlled. Giving the nice good top squeeze and then coming back down. Oh, baby. Nice work. You got this. Lift and squeeze. Hanging in there, you're halfway there. And then we'll do one more on each side. Driving up. Give me that full all the way to the top. And then driving it down. 10 more seconds. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, one more on each side. Oh yeah. Make sure those heels are back and we've got 3, 2, 1, and up and down. Squeezing at the top. And then coming back down. Oh, baby. Working that glute. Driving through that heel all the way up to that top and then coming back down. Again, you can have that staggered so that other leg is a little bit forward, it gives a little more stability. You can cross that leg over. You're doing awesome, you're over halfway. And then we only have the other leg. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna give a nice good little stretch in that glute. Definitely will need that. Oh yeah. Hang in there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, this is it. Other side, we're almost done. Woo, catch that breath. Are you ready? Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Lift up and squeeze in down. This is it. Oh yeah. Nice and controlled. Lift and squeeze and come back down. 30 more seconds, come on. You got this, driving up and back down. Stay focused. Really squeeze that glute at the top. Give me that control. Up and back down. Stay focused. As we get tired, we can lose our form. We gotta stay focused on that. 10 more seconds. Nice and controlled, and we've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Drop that weight if you had it, and then we're gonna sit up. We're gonna cross those legs over. I'm gonna walk that up and really get that glute and that hip stretched out. Oh yeah, that feels so good. This is a great one you can do too, sitting in your chair at work or on the couch. You can even do it when you're sitting at church, when you cross your legs, just opening up that hip. And then let's go to the other side, walk that out. And then walk that up to get a nice good stretch. You may notice that one side's a little more tighter than the other. That is very natural. We tend to keep our pattern, so we like cross our leg over the same leg consistently, opening that hip up and then really tightening the other side. So that's one reason why those patterns happen. And relax, let's roll over. Let's go down into a nice good child's pose. Really stretch that on out. Reach with those arms. And then we're gonna come on up and we're gonna drop those hips. We're gonna look up towards the ceiling. Really drop those shoulders. So you're really stretching out those abdominals. Now we're gonna look over that right side. Just take a nice good look over it. Stretching that left side a little bit more. And then we're gonna look over that left side. Stretching that right side a little bit more. We're gonna take our toes, we're gonna drive down into downward dog, push that down in those hamstrings a little bit more. Oh, that feels good, right? And we're gonna take that right leg, drive it up, and then drive it between your hands and do a little bit of a pigeon. Coming on down. Again, stretching out that hip a little bit more. And then we're gonna come back up, drive down into a downward dog, lift the left side up, and drive that into that pigeon in between your hands, and come on down. Ooh, baby, that feels so good. If these stretches feel good, come back to them later today. That'll help with your recovery. And then we're gonna go right back into downward dog. Then we're gonna walk that baby up. Hold that right there. Walk that on up. And give yourself a high five for rocking that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel below so you get new workouts every weekday morning. I love hearing shout outs from you. Also, if you wanna know more about that coaching program I talked to you about, or my Facebook group, that link's also below. And have a great day.